The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of IBEW Local 369 Central Kentucky High School basketball starts now.
Three weeks ahead of the district tournament, you take a look at the standings tonight as Frederick, Douglass, and Sayre meet live at the Sayre School. I'm Chris Labar along with Murray Garvin. Great to have you with us tonight, Murray. This has the makings of an interesting matchup.
I believe it's going to be a heck of a ball game tonight. Sayre and Frederick Douglass, the second time around.
Frederick Douglass winning handily in the first matchup. And this makeup a little bit different because Armello Boone, the talented Bronco, he's injured, well, at least recovering, if you will, from oral surgery. He'll be out tonight. How does that change things?
Well, it makes Frederick Douglass have to seek that lead dog, that guy that's going to go out there and doesn't require coaching to put the ball in the hole. And that's what Armello Boone brings for Frederick Douglass. And tonight it's going to be interesting to see who steps up.
So the JV game, as you see, winding down. This is a three-point game with just a couple of seconds left. Sayre on senior night looks like they're perhaps going to defeat the Broncos in the JV matchup. So Frederick Douglass, Murray varsity, they're 16-8. And without Boone tonight, you still have Sarad and Avion Chenault, two dynamic guards.
Two dynamic guards that are probably in the top 20 players in the state of Kentucky. They can get the job done, but they also have a host of other guys that really step up and are able to help lead this team.
Sayre is in at 15-8. Brock Kaufman doing everything for this team. We will talk in depth regarding Brock. 18 points per game and tremendous athlete, perhaps the best overall athlete in Lexington.
Yes, Kaufman is super quick, super dynamic on the court. I enjoyed watching him play and compete against Bryan Station last week. And if he plays anything like he did last week, they're going to have a chance tonight.
This is going to be an interesting matchup. Sayre, they have been knocking on the door for a number of years. This district, of course, so you know this at home, how talented the 42nd district is this season, perhaps the best in Kentucky. And yet Sayre, they are continuing to climb the mountain, and this is a stern test for them this evening. Up next, we'll talk more about this matchup, including discussing Stephon Harris, the Frederick Douglass Bronco head coach. We will talk about his program on the other side from Glycod.
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you. By donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. you can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to the Sayre School in Lexington, ahead of the Frederick Douglass Broncos and the Sayre Spartans tonight on Glycod. It is a senior night tonight at Sayre. Let's talk a bit more about this Bronco team, Murray, and Coach Stefan Harris. Certainly his first season, inheriting really a trying circumstance, and his team continuing to play hard.
Yeah, Stefan came in under unusual circumstances to become the head coach this year, but that happens a lot in sports. He's very seasoned. He was a part of the state championship coaching staff at Paul Lawrence Dunbar back in 2016. He's been around the block. He's coached the AAU. I believe he's done a fantastic job under the circumstances.
Broncos have had a very difficult schedule, including a narrow loss Tuesday at GRC. Lost that game by 6, and again, they were without Armello Boone. They won't have him again tonight. So a credible performance on the road in Clark County without him.
For the people that don't know, Clark County is one of the toughest places to play, one of the most talented teams and programs in all the state of Kentucky. And for them to lose by single digits without a Division I prospect, their leading scorer, Armello Boone, says a lot about the Douglass program.
Talk in depth about this Bronco team to date. There you see they played 9 top 50 RPI matchups. Just a tremendously difficult schedule, and they will take on Woodford County tomorrow night, Murray, for the 3rd time.
Yeah, and that's a game to watch. Woodford County and Douglass is a great, exciting contest. 2 schools very well coached and super talented. Douglass, coming into the year, Chris, was one of the top-rated teams in the state of Kentucky. They haven't performed to expectations, but it still comes down to a couple of nights in March. And if you can get your team to peak at the right time, it's irrelevant what's happened during the regular season.
Well, we were having that conversation around us earlier with people nearby. It just seems like the question is, can they do it consistently?
That's the question. You know, when you have a new coach and you're trying to adjust and figure out how he wants things done, it takes time. And, you know, again, I credit them for the tough schedule, and let's see if they can get more consistent coming down the stretch of the season.
So Logan Busen, certainly a key cog tonight, 10 points and 5 boards, joining DeMarcus Surratt and Avion Chenault as the 3 top scoring Bronco regulars. And Logan Busen, Murray, I mean, he's really plays so well at football. He always gets a late start with basketball, but he's playing his best game of the year.
Absolutely. He makes all the 50-50 plays and the hustle plays for Frederick Douglass. He's the glue guy. Coach Harris said he's their leader off the floor and in the locker room as well. And when you watch them play, he jumps off the page with his hustle, and he just has a knack for the basketball.
We will step aside. We'll talk more about the Sayre Spartans when we come back. They're 15-8, and Coach Rob Goodman continuing to do a great job in season number 11. More coverage live from the Sayre School. This is Glycod.com, and we'll be right back.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. For an intuitive, simple, and stress-free mortgage process, visit ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors.
This broadcast is authorized by Sayre School with production rights owned by Glycod Media. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you for watching. Murray, let's talk a bit more about Coach Goodman and what he's constructed here at his alma mater.
Yes, Sayre School is a tough out every night here in the 11th region. Coach Goodman, 159 wins. 12th season overall. He's been in it a long time. He's also coached on the collegiate level, and I don't think there's too much basketball that he hadn't seen before.
Has to be special for him day after day to come back to where he grew up, to build this program and really put it in a spot that it's never been.
Yeah, he's left some sweat equity, okay, here at Sayre. He's probably got some skin in the wood here, and that usually means a little bit more to a coach when he's been a part of this for most of his life, to come back to his alma mater and be the head coach.
So Sayre 15-8 coming in. They defeated Williamstown on Tuesday out of the 8th region. They had lost to 3 of 5 prior, so that got them back on the right foot. A 19-point win over Williamstown. And a season to date, certainly they've not had the volume of high RPI games that Douglas has had, but they're still trying to get that first win.
Yeah, and tonight could be the night. You know, a senior night, there's a lot of emotion. They got 2 young men that they honored just now, in Gallagher and Resser. So I look for them to come out with a lot of emotion, a lot of enthusiasm, and let's see how Douglas takes the first punch.
There you see the inside of the district matchups, including a pair of setbacks to Bryan Station, losing also at the Farm and here versus Henry Clay. And for Sayre, certainly a two-headed monster, if you will, from a scoring mentality. Ian Reeser providing some bulk down low, but Brock Kaufman receiving a lot of accolades.
Yes, Coach Goodman thinks Kaufman is one of the most underrated guards in the 11th region. And watching him play, you could see his athleticism. I understand he's an excellent football player. And then Resser, at 6'6", leads the team in three-point shots made, with 34 on the year. So they're a dynamic duo that's capable of putting it together. Their record is not an indication of Sayre. They play hard, they play together, and they're a well-disciplined team. Just sometimes they're athletically overmatched. But if they put it together tonight, I wouldn't be surprised.
Noah Gallagher, 5'8", senior, one of their top perimeter scorers, also an 85% free throw shooter. By the way, if you haven't joined our YouTube page, feel free to subscribe. We've got all the top games in Central Kentucky this high school athletic season, and would love your support. We'll step aside. We'll talk more about this matchup. Frederick, Douglas, and Sayre. The Broncos have not lost to Sayre in the short history of this series. We'll talk a bit more about that and much, much more on the other side of this break from Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
I'm your overly competitive brother. Psych, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me.
Thanks, bro.
Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast signs, make your statement.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to Sayre School. Thursday night, Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod. Chris LaBar along with former South Carolina State University men's basketball coach Murray Garvin. Great to have you here tonight. And Murray, this series certainly tilted in one direction.
Yes, it is. Douglas has been around for a short time here in Central Kentucky, but they've already amassed 14 straight victories versus Sayre.
Look at the average margin of victory handy as well.
Yeah. Not a whole lot to say about that. I hope we have a good one tonight. And from the looks of it, I feel, Chris, during the warm-up and the vibe here, I feel like Sayre's going to be ready to play tonight.
There you see Coach Goodman. We had a great conversation before we went on the air, and his program as he continues to build and elevate this program. He's got a nice pipeline, a lot of young kids coming up in the program as well.
He's got a lot of young kids coming up, and again, they're seniors, and then Brock Kaufman gives them a chance night in and night out. Talking to coaches in the region, they don't look forward to competing against Sayre because sometimes your teams can overlook a team like this. And tonight, I know Coach Harris was really concerned about the intensity level of Douglas.
Frederick Douglass coming into this game, they are 16-8. They defeated a couple of games in the last pair of weeks. They played very well leading into that narrow loss Tuesday at GRC. And from the numbers, Frederick Douglass continuing just very aggressive on the rebounding end of things, Murray.
Yeah, they are. The possession kind of begins when the shot goes up. that's a hallmark of their program is offensive rebounding and attacking the glass. And a lot of times they could play for the highlight play instead of the best play, and that gets them in trouble from time to time and can make them inconsistent in what they're trying to do.
Broncos 8-3 versus the 11th region, and certainly the defending champs of region number 11, having gone to the Sweet 16 last season. We'll step aside the keys to the game when we come right back. Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. For an intuitive, simple, and stress-free mortgage process, visit ruoff.com. Ruoff Mortgage, opening doors.
Tonight's keys to the game are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service, all while glorifying Jesus Christ and building relationships. Murray, let's start with Douglas.
Well, the first key for them, the big three's got to be the big three, but they're already -1, so somebody else has got to step up in that big three. They also want to make Sayre play fast. They want to force tempo of the game and get Sayre out of their comfort zone.
And you look at Sayre, imperative they start well.
They have to get off to a good start. Anytime you're playing against an opponent that may be favored by a big margin, you have to have a good start and build your confidence early in the game. And then they also have to take the best shot for Sayre and not for the individual.
When you look at the tempo of this game, and certainly with Armello Boone, the Broncos, they play at a different speed, but without him, they still will play fast.
They're going to play fast. I think they only know one speed, and that's full speed, and they play that way defensively and offensively. And again, it can lead to some inconsistencies playing fast, but it also gives you more opportunities on the offensive end.
This is a Sayre bunch averaging 62 points per game, so certainly they're not going to score with the volume that Douglas will, but they're going to have to play well inside the half court.
I believe it comes down to shot selection, Chris. When you're playing against a team that likes to run, if you make them play defense for a couple of minutes or long periods on the defensive end, you limit their offense. And then if you have the right people taking the right shot at the right time at the right location, and I know I'm saying a lot of rights, but you have to take the best shot for your program, and sometimes that means you got to turn down an open shot.
And looking at Sayre, I think they really need that third scorer to emerge. Noah Gallagher has shown at times he's got a season high of 28, but he's also had some games with 4 and 5. They need him to score some more points.
Absolutely. It would be nice if Gallagher stepped up and gave them a double-digit effort, high teens maybe. I would like to see Resner really get going in the interior. I think that could be a problem for Frederick Douglass, and it has been this season guarding strong post players.
Well, certainly Brian Station has proved that twice.
Absolutely. And so if I'm Coach Goodman, he's probably drawn it up. Hey, let's get the seniors going and build their confidence, and then let's see where we're at with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
It's Sayre and Frederick Douglass counting you down to tip off senior night here at the Sayre School. More coverage of Central Kentucky High School basketball on the other side of this timeout. We'll be right back.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
I'm your overly competitive brother. Sayre, and I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast signs, make your statement.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball from Glycod.
It's Frederick Douglass and Sayre tonight at the Sayre School in Lexington. Starting lineups when we come right back on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teachers, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cardtown Kia. You can't beat the powerful design of the new 2024 Sportage.
It's your choice. The new 2023 Kia Sportage, just $349 down and $349 per month, or the new 2023 Kia Sorento, just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cardtown Kia and CardtownKiaUSA.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cardtown Kia. Visit their showroom at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville, or browse their inventory at CardtownKiaUSA.com. Cardtown Kia, movement that inspires.
Welcome back to the Sayre School. Let's take a look at your starting lineups tonight, presented by Ruoff Mortgage. They are opening doors. First for Frederick Douglass, a little bit of a rekindled 5. Dakari Talbert will get the start in place of Armello Boone. He'll be joined by DeMarcus Surratt, Avion Chenault, Chris Wright, and Logan Busen. Logan averaging 10 points and 5 rebounds. Surratt and Chenault averaging both in the vicinity of 13 points per game. For Sayre, Brock Kaufman leading the brigade, 18 points, 7 rebounds. Ian Reeser, 17 points and 8 boards. They'll be joined by junior Luke Pennington, third-year player Chase Parker, and senior Noah Gallagher. Gallagher averaging 11 points per game. What stands out there, Murray, amongst the starters?
Well, the balance that Sayre has, and the lead dog being out for Frederick Douglass and Armello Boone. So somebody's got to step up for Douglass tonight, and Sayre, they need their stars to be stars and their role players to be stars in their role.
Well, and you're getting to the point of the season where every game is big, but for Douglass, they've got a short turnaround. They're going to host Woodford County tomorrow night. We'll have that for you, by the way, on Glycod. And then Sayre, they'll take tomorrow off and take on a very good Henry Clay team Saturday.
Yes, this could pose as a trap game for Douglass. They could be looking for that matchup with Woodford County tomorrow. That's what everybody's talking about here in Central Kentucky. So they got to come out with full focus on the task at hand, and that's playing Sayre tonight.
Well, in a peculiar spot because GRC 2 days before on Tuesday, and you mentioned that trap game. We haven't talked about that yet.
Yeah, tonight, Sayre comes in and they don't have a record that looks like they should compete with Douglass, and it's a game that young people sometimes can look past and you can get caught by surprise.
Frederick Douglass 16-8, Sayre 15-8. Starting lineups, we've done that check. Tip off on the way back. Central Kentucky High School basketball on Glycod.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
From Glycod, it's IBEW Local 369 Central Kentucky High School Basketball. IBEW 369, power up your potential. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. CSL Plasma, do the amazing, help save lives. Meyer, higher standards, lower prices. Traditional Bank, because who you bank with matters. And by Community Action of Lexington, Martin's Peterbilt, Lexington Outdoor and Power Equipment, and Allstate Insurance Agent Thomas Allen. Now courtside for all the action from Glycod on IBEW Local 369 Central Kentucky High School Basketball.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Welcome back to Sayre, and a huge thank you to Sayre for having us tonight for Central Kentucky High School Basketball on Glycod alongside Murray Garvin. I'm Chris LeBar. It's great to have you with us. Murray, what are you going to be paying especially close attention to in the early phases of this game?
Well, I want to watch the rhythm that Douglas plays with offensively. If they could play without Armello and how they search for shots, and then I want to see how Sayre responds on the offensive end and see if their shot selection is a little bit better going up against this very talented Douglas team.
So the officials, Andre Williams will lead the crew alongside Brian Adair and Matthew Stewart. Stephon Harris, head coach for Frederick Douglass in his first season. And the Sayre Spartans, nice representation for the home crowd tonight. And what is their senior night? Ian Reeser and Noah Gallagher recognized before the game. Pair of Sayre Spartan 12th graders.
It's a packed house here tonight. I spot Jerron Brown, the head coach at Woodford County, is here to take a bird's eye view of Douglas since they get together in less than 24 hours.
He can't get enough of the Broncos. He's already played against them twice this year.
Right. I don't know how that happened. Tournament play, most likely. Both teams had great seasons last year, so I know that a lot of tournaments probably put them in similar brackets to get that matchup, and it's a heck of a ticket draw, too.
So the Spartans and Broncos, so glad you joined us tonight on Glycod. Our camera operators, Joe Amelia and Steve Bird, our executive producer. Broncos and Spartans. So Douglas averaging 68 points per year, or per game on the year. Sayre in at 62. And again, no Armello Boone tonight for Frederick Douglass, recovering from wisdom tooth surgery, averaging 21 points per game.
Last time we seen Armello Boone, he earned a scholarship offer from Western Kentucky, so that tells you what type of talent he is.
And there is Chris Wright on the handle. And Busen powers it up and off as the rebound occupied by Pennington of Sayre. Broncos in a straight man as Parker floats it down low. Kaufman, and there's Chenault from the weak side.
Chenault plays like he's 7 feet tall. with his shot blocking ability, it's amazing.
Now Chenault will heave a three, and the rebound scooped up by Ian Reeser of Sayre. And Surratt, perhaps the Broncos' best on-ball defender, going to shadow Kaufman up top. As number 10, Luke Pennington, will handle underneath Ian Reeser. And Wright gobbles up the Bronco rebound. Outlet pass to Marcus Surratt. There's 0, Chris Wright. And we'll see what Dakari Talbert does, getting the starting nod tonight. How will he take advantage of the opportunity? There's Logan Busen at the foul line. And Talbert nudges to Avion Chenault.
We're witnessing what we talked about in the pregame. Just Douglas finding that scoring opportunity.
And DeMarcus Surratt called for the shuffle.
They're searching for the right shot, and when your leading scorer is not present, sometimes that happens.
Now Pennington shadowed by Wright as Pennington trying to nudge his way to initiate the offense. Parker finds Reeser, and he'll kiss it in.
If I was Coach Goodman, I would just emphasize pounding that ball on the interior and see how Douglas responds.
Talbert, acrobatic shot, got the roll. There's Dakari Talbert, 4-point per game score, and we're tied at 2. 2+ gone by. And Parker going to watch that ball trickle off of a Frederick Douglass Bronco.
Talbert for Douglas is one of their great young guards. I see him a lot in the JV game. I believe he's their JV team's leading scorer. So maybe he can bring that to the varsity level tonight. He's quick, he's strong, and does really well in the open court.
Lob to Reeser. Going to draw some attention. And Kaufman high to deflect it out of bounds. Well, certainly you see the focal point. Pound the ball down to Reeser. He's got 3 field goal attempts already. And Kaufman with the swipe. And he'll throw it away as the ball's going to deflect on the near sideline, and possession back to Frederick Douglass.
He used to emphasize to my teams, let's not turn over a turnover. And that's exactly what happened to Sayre right there.
There's Avion Chenault. Now Busen, the initiator. Nice extra pass from Wright. With the crease, Busen threads the needle and Chenault puts it in. A tepid start in the half court as the Broncos lead 4-2. Chase Parker, skip pass, Pennington heaves one. And the loose ball scattered away by Dakari Talbert. Talbert back over to Surratt, flips a 3. And up and in, that's Avion Chenault with a putback.
Avion jumped twice before Sayre opponent jumped once right there. Super athletic.
6 in a row for Frederick Douglass as Reeser well short as Gallagher has it wrestled away by Dakari Talbert. Possession will stay with Sayre. And Busen called for the game's first foul.
Seems like the game plan for Sayre is to try to get it inside. They've been very intentional about doing that early on in the game.
Wound around the clock. That's Pennington comes to a jump stop. And the miscue gives Douglass possession. Now Kaufman's got a bear hug on Wright to the near sideline, and Surratt will retrieve the inbound. Wright with a nice grab, little floater. Wright just has so many sound phases to his game.
He does a lot. You know, he's an undersized guard, but he handles pressure well, gets it to the people in the right spots, plays solid for Douglas.
Now Sayre desperately needing a basket. Chenault will watch it ricochet off his leg. And it's going to belong to Douglas right in front of the Sayre bench. It's going to get Coach Goodman up as Chenault will trigger and poke from behind. Up to Parker from Pennington. Chase Parker puts it in. Avion Chenault in the corner. Draws the double team, and he's going to rip it right off of Pennington. And possession to Frederick Douglass. Now Surratt finds Talbert, and he'll be called for the shuffle.
Yeah, just got in a hurry right there. Didn't have his 1-2 and shuffled his feet. And this isn't the dance floor.
And Parker, fresh off that fast break basketball inbound, and Kaufman, the stabilizer for this Sayre offense.
He hadn't taken a shot yet. He's got to get a shot attempt and get in the books. Your leading scorer, you know, he's deferring right now, trying to let the game come to him.
And Reeser called for the travel, and that's credited to Logan Busen with a great defensive effort. Got a pair of Broncos coming in. We'll have our first look at Terry Kaysen. And also in for the Broncos, Travis Jones, 6'1" sophomore. Now Chenault, this is his game as he slides to the left. Avion inside the lane. Up and in through a Parker foul. So Avion Chenault with 6 early points.
He is super quick. You got to make him shoot from the perimeter. I would try to force him to take perimeter shots and give a soft closeout on Avion.
Reeser snares a rebound with 2:30 left in this opening quarter.
There we go.
And it looks like Terry Kaysen will be called for. That's a Surratt whistled instead for the Broncos.
In order for Sayre to have a chance, Kaufman has to be super active on the offensive end. He can't defer. He's got to be aggressive, draw fouls, knock down shots, and play like the star that Coach Goodman expects him to be.
He's got a season high of 30 versus Bryan Station. Seeking his first point of the evening. And that'll reduce the Bronco lead to 5. Jones and Wright occupying the backcourt, 2 understudies, if you will, but very important to the growth of this team. As Avion Chenault directing traffic, and you certainly sense that he's the initiator tonight.
Yes, he's going to have to be. With Armello out, this is going to fall to him.
And a turnover on Chenault.
He's going to have to be the aggressor.
Logan Busen going to check in at the next whistle, seated at the scorer's table. And Kaufman didn't have the proper angle to thread the pass inside, and it's a turnover.
Yes, you got to dribble down, free throw line extended, and make that bounce pass. He kind of made it a little bit off from the top of the key. Poor angle, and it goes straight out of bounds.
So the lead stays at 5 as the Broncos 8-3 inside the 11th region this year as there's Busen in transition. Now Jones angles one up. Surratt with a hand on it. Dug out by Busen, and he'll put it in. Busen's first field goal and a 12-5 Bronco lead, their longest. That's Caden Jones, 5'8 sophomore, on the point for Sayre. How about that angle off the backboard?
The banks are open here at Sayre.
12-7, crafty deuce by Jones. As we near a minute in this opening quarter. Avion in! So Chenault with 8. Touchdown lead for Douglas. And a travel. That was great on-ball defense by both Surratt and Jones.
Yeah, they got an unexpected trap right there. Sayre didn't handle it well and kind of fell, and the referee saw the travel before the foul.
Chenault 8 points in this opening quarter. This time he'll veer to the right. Kaysen rotates to Jones. That's Travis Jones. Nice patience this trip for the Broncos.
They may hold it for the last shot of the quarter.
Jones trying to shake Palumbo. It's 6 seconds as Chenault veers and finger rolls it in. And that's going to wrap up quarter number 1. Avion Chenault, 10 points in the first 8. And Frederick Douglass off to a 9-point lead. Second quarter on the way back from Glycod.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a four-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Broncos lead by 9 as we welcome you back, Murray. Let's take a look at this great defensive effort by the Broncos.
Yeah, they got a trap here at midcourt right there and forced a turnover on Sayre. They've played great defensively. Anytime you hold someone to 7 points in the first frame, that's a good look defensively for the Broncos.
Broncos with possession to start. As Kaysen will handle it up top. There's DeMarcus Surratt. Surratt inside the lane. Busen off, and there's Reeser claiming the Sayre rebound, and the Spartans trying to get back inside of 9. Parker runs and puts it in.
It's a great fast break by Sayre right there for the easy bucket.
And Ian Reeser pulling it off the glass and coast to coast for the transition layup. It's Travis Jones inside the lane. There's Talbert slithering in the lane.
Very crafty with the basketball. Again, leading scorer on the JV program and looking to do the same for the varsity tonight.
Talbert with an early 4. It's a 9-point Bronco lead. And Busen called up top. Second on Busen as 3 Sayre players will check in. Luke Pennington is on. Also Kamate Braxton. And Brock Kaufman reinserted as well. Only a 9-point lead as Kaufman tries to get going for Sayre. Kaufman, little fade away. Long rebound, and Talbert high to claim it. Fast break layup and a basket and an and one as Kaysen puts it in after Talbert leads the break.
When you go against Frederick Douglass, if you commit 3 or 4 guys to the offensive glass, you're going to give up a layup on the other end. There's times that you just have to realize that they're going to beat you to the basketball. Our best option is to get back on defense and try to keep them out of transition.
Kaufman pounding it underneath Reeser, and Reeser, a strong drive, will draw a foul.
It's a nice aggressive move by Reeser right there, demanding the ball on the block, and Avion's going to go for the shot block, and there he drew the foul by swiping down.
So with Logan Busen picking up that second foul, perhaps an opportunity for Ian Reeser of Sayre to get going. Reeser with 3 averages, 17 on the year. And Chenault high with that loose ball. Talbert pounds it underneath, and Surratt with another and one as Kaufman picks up the foul.
Strong post up. He took Kaufman to the block right there, posted him up, and gets the and one. Great move by Coach Harris by posting up Surratt right there.
Surratt with his first 3, and the lead now to game high 13 for Frederick Douglass. Now Chenault certainly been a difference maker on both ends.
Yes, he's capable of being the best defender on the floor night in and night out. It's just sometimes he, just doesn't play real hard defensively, but if he does, he's a terror.
Braxton in the corner retrieving from Reeser. Reeser, a strong drive. There you go. Case in point, Murray's. It's rejected out of bounds off of Sayre.
He is one of the best shot blockers off the ball at 6'3" that I've seen in a long time in basketball.
Unofficially, Chenault's second block of this contest as both teams bring a sub in the game. And for the most part, the Broncos' young guards have done a good job against this Sayre pressure.
They have.
There's a Surratt 3 in the corner. And a Sayre timeout, and we will step aside. 16-point lead after a DeMarcus Surratt 3. We're back in just a moment on Glycott.
Let's get real. We offer a lot of the same courses you'll find at a 4-year college. But with our small classes and personal attention, you won't get lost in the crowd. College for the real world. College for your world.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
DeMarcus Surratt connecting on a corner 3. The lead now at a game high 16 with just over 5 minutes left in the first half.
It's not the start that Sayre needed, but still plenty of time left in the ball game.
Yes, Kaufman will bring it across. Certainly he's got to grow his offense for Sayre to get back inside this game. And Pennington out in wide open spaces, called for the foul.
Sayre hadn't caught a break yet.
All right, we'll handle up top and find number 2, Avion Chenault, who leads all scorers with 8 points in this first half. And Wright called for a shuffle. Kaufman trying to beat Jones off the bounce inside the lane, and he'll take it and pick up a Bronco foul. Will be their third team foul of this quarter.
He is best going downhill and doing what he just did right there, being aggressive, attacking the basket, and getting to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, Kaufman is 68% free throw shooter. 1 of 2 on the evening as the lead at 16. We've certainly seen him throughout the year pick up points in bunches.
He can score the basketball. He's got to shoot better than 68.
1 out of 4 as Jones in transition slithers to the basket for 2 more. Broncos outscoring Sayre 12-3 in this quarter. As Reeser will handle up top. Oh, and Chenault Talbert nearly got a hand on that. Reeser launches one. Perhaps a pass as Kaufman on the backside will rip it off of Case and out of bounds. DeMarcus Surratt back on as Travis Jones will depart for Douglas.
It's good minutes for Jones for the team.
There's Wright. You can hear him say backside, and Wright with the rip. And Pennington back for the rejection as Sayre races up the floor. Kaufman underneath to Reeser for 2. And there's Parker with a steal. And Chenault gets it right back for Douglas. Chenault, a little over the shoulder shot as Kaufman leaks. Gallagher will pull the trigger and knock it in.
Sayre just needs something good. Put a run together right here. Get some stops and get some baskets in transition.
And an astute timeout for Coach Harris as he'll sense perhaps a little slippage. We'll step aside. 30-second timeout from Glycod.com.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
$14-point lead as we welcome you back. Chris Labar alongside former Paul Lawrence Dunbar head coach Murray Garvin. Great to have you with us tonight. Broncos doubling up Sayre under 3 minutes of this first half. As the Broncos in the half court as Chris Wright will probe and find DeMarcus Surratt. Now number 10, Travis Jones, navigates the baseline. Reeser got a hand on it. And Sayre on a little flurry here late in this second quarter. Kaufman angles one up. And there's Surratt for the rebound. Chris Wright will tee it up. And poked around a little bit. Finally lassoed by Avion Chenault. And a traveling call will ensue.
Sayre's got to do a better job of boxing out. Right now, Frederick Douglass is all over the glass and getting point-blank shots. If not for the walk, it would have been 2 points.
Coach Goodman will bring on a sub. Brock Kaufman will take a quick seat. It's number 3 on the point. Caden Jones back in. There's Reeser. He'll turn it back over.
Sometimes you think about the shot blocker. He could have been thinking about Chenault coming and didn't get his feet set right. Causes the turnover.
Nice diagonal from Surratt. As DeMarcus will float it back to Logan Busen, who's in with those 2 fouls. Travis Jones pulls the trigger and puts it in. So Jones with 5 points off the bench and the lead back to 17. We're going to have the 4th team Bronco foul of this quarter. It's on Travis Jones. As Sayre going to inbound, trying to salvage this first half, down 17, and Busen right into the passing lane. And a wonderful defensive effort underneath by Luke Pennington, who stood his ground.
Took a lot of courage. Busen was coming down the court like a freight train right there, and he had the courage to stand in there and take the charge.
Well, wouldn't expect anything less from Pennington. Wonderful football player, great athlete. And that could be a big play in this game as Sayre tries to work their way back. Now Pennington drives, and the Spartans going to head to the foul line for the balance of this quarter. Now 58.3 left.
They can capitalize from the line right here, and maybe get another possession. You could get this down to maybe 8 points, striking distance.
Need a couple of threes for that to happen. Pennington, an 85% free throw shooter on the season. And the Spartans without a 3 in this half, so that certainly has not led to their offensive output. And Pennington cans 2 free throws, and here comes Kamate Braxton back in. There's Terry Kaysen. Talbert leaves a 3 long, and the rebound scooped away by Caden Jones, number 3, as Sayre down 15 with possession. Jones and Kaysen, just all sorts of duress at the point of attack. Braxton with a 3, oh my, partially blocked by Chenault. Chenault gonna snowbird and stuff it.
I think he might have tipped that 3-point attempt and just floated down the court and got the easy 2-hand slam.
15, now less than that in the half, and a 17-point Bronco lead. And there's Wright. What lateral quickness by Chris Wright. Got a hand on it. There's Reeser. And Reeser, the benefactor, to close the half. The 33-18 Frederick Douglass lead over Sayre. And we'll step aside more Central Kentucky High School basketball when we come right back on Glycott.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Tradition means values, and we want a banker who has the same philosophy. Traditional Bank is a Kentucky-based business, and that does mean a lot to a business that is based in Kentucky. They know what we're going through. They are always there for us, and that means more than anything else. My name is Allison. I choose Traditional Bank because of the personal service. Paddle on into Canoe, Kentucky.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Find out about their apprenticeship and training programs that help you earn while you learn at IBEWLocal369.com. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential.
Halftime at Sayre, a 15-point Frederick Douglass lead at the half. I'm Chris LeBar along with former Paul Lawrence Dunbar head coach Murray Garvin. Great to have you here. Murray, this has been certainly a controlled first half by the Broncos.
Yes, it has. You know, they've broke the pressure that Sayre is trying to apply in the full court, and they've gotten easy basket after easy basket. Sayre's got to identify who their scorers are, stop Douglass in transition, and maybe focus on some half-court defense here in the second frame.
Avion Chenault, 12 points, just doing a little bit of everything.
He's doing everything but selling hot dogs at the concession stand.
He has 12 points. DeMarcus Surratt with 6. Travis Jones, 5. Takari Talbert with 4. And doing this despite Logan Busen with those 2 early fouls.
Doing it despite Logan Busen in foul trouble and Armello Boone being out. And I attribute their success to their ball pressure. Douglass is playing great man-to-man defense in the half court and really speeding Sayre up and forcing turnovers that's leading to easy baskets.
You mentioned that Avion, his defense certainly can be a game changer. How would you assess his defense in the first 2 quarters tonight?
Well, he is just as exciting and impactful on the defensive end. He already has 2 blocks, plays great on-ball defense. You know, he could be a disruptor on the defensive end as well as in transition for Douglass, and tonight he looks pretty locked in doing that.
For Sayre, they are led tonight by Ian Reeser with 7. 4 points for Chase Parker, both of those in transition. Luke Pennington, Caden Jones, Noah Gallagher each with 2, and then Murray Brock Kaufman only 1 point in the first half.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. Sometimes on senior night, underclassmen can come out and defer and try to get his seniors in the books first, but Kaufman is Sayre's leading scorer. He has to be aggressive in order to give them a chance.
How do they get him more involved in the second half?
Well, I imagine that Coach Goodman talked to him and see him coming out of the locker room. He goes straight to the free throw line, and hopefully he'll be more engaged offensively here in the second half.
So Sayre's certainly going to need him to come back in this second half. More Central Kentucky High School basketball tomorrow. 2 great games. We will have Bryan Station at Henry Clay, and then Frederick Douglass will host Woodford County, and we would love if you could join us for both those. We will step aside. Third quarter, right on the other side of this timeout. It is a 15-point Bronco lead on Glycod.com.
The reason I went to Traditional Bank, I just felt at peace. The atmosphere was different.
Anytime we need anything, Traditional Bank's always there for us. Can't say enough about them.
Tradition to me means integrity. That's what our product is based on. Just the way I did it 25 years ago, we're doing it now on a mass scale.
My name's Curtis Mackley, and I choose Traditional Bank because of the relationship we have formed with them and their integrity. Welcome to Mingy Beef Jerky.
Gen Z is a stalled generation. The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives and led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now, through everything that's come our way. We've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher, by making a real difference in the communities we serve, and by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back to Sayre, 15-point Bronco lead as we get set for the second half. Sayre across the timeline, and a whistle as Kaufman fouled in backcourt.
Douglas came out and with the run and jump defensively, trying to force tempo again. Almost got Kaufman to take an extra step, but was bailed out with the foul.
So Ian Reeser leading the Spartans in scoring at 7 points. Will inbound, and Chase Parker across the timeline as Gallagher took it right to the basket through Kaysen, but Reeser able to put it in. It's Chris Wright in backcourt. It's Terry Kaysen starting for Logan Busen in this second half. There's Surratt elevated jumper, and Kaufman able to collect the Spartan rebound. Noah Gallagher, number 5, finds Chase Parker for a 3. It's going to be out, poked out back to Gallagher. And Reeser. Kaufman And the Broncos survived that offensive possession by Sayre as it's ricocheted out off of Kaufman.
Oh, they're right there. You know, that bucket right there would have probably made the gym erupt and get the Sayre faithful behind them. But they've come out with a lot more intensity this half.
There's Chenault, far sideline. Avion finds Kaysen in the corner. Chenault inside the lane, an acrobatic shot, and Reeser with a rebound, and the Broncos a man down here. Chenault just now getting up off the floor, and the basket off from Gallagher, and finally Kaufman puts it in.
It's an 11-point game. Sayre put another stop together.
Lob to Chenault for the basket. Boy, we've seen that Murray so many times this season. Theatrics from Avion Chenault.
He's a high flyer. High flyer gives you exciting plays in transition. The great pass by Sayre for the finish by Avion. And those two guys, they've only played together, you know, this season. Imagine this next year.
Boy, certainly good times ahead for the Broncos. Chenault 14 points, leading all scorers in this game. Again, no Armello Boone tonight, his second consecutive game missed due to a wisdom tooth issue.
Mello, if you're out there listening and watching the game, man, get well soon. I know your team misses you, and we miss watching you play the game of basketball.
Oh, it's well said as the ball pinballed and finally vacuumed in by Buse and lobbed to Sayre. And here comes Kaufman for the Spartans. And there's that effort. Great effort by Avion Chenault. He will, however, pick up a foul.
Oh, great effort. And I thought he got to the ball first. And
oh, my. So the foul going to be, is it on Brock Kaufman?
Yes, they called it on Kaufman. I agree with that. He got to the ball second.
You know, Coach Goodman, I believe, may have been issued a sideline warning by the official. Bench warning. And it will be Bronco ball. So Kaufman called. So both teams now one team foul in this second half. There's Talbert, a hurried shot. Parker got a hand on that, but Chenault able to bring it back in for the Broncos. There's Busen, and an unforced turnover.
Got in a hurry right there.
Reeser shot block. That's going to be goaltending as Reeser on the board for two more.
You know, even though that's goaltending, that makes you conscious when you go to the basket and you got a guy 6'3" that's getting goaltending calls. Makes you wonder where is he, and can usually, you know, force a missed layup or a shot point blank range.
Just over 5 minutes in this third. Broncos seeking their 17th win of the year as Busen being ridden up the floor, and finally the whistle blows and Kaufman picks up another foul. So that will be his third foul with 5 minutes in this third quarter.
That's a big call. It goes back to the hustle play by Chenault. For this second foul right here on Kaufman, makes his third. Coach Goodman's going to sit him for a couple of minutes. And that can be impactful for Sayre.
Busen 2 points tonight. Now still two, and Sayre able to get the rebound there. Chenault. Sayre follows. Back out to Busen. You know, Surratt just living on the offensive backboards in this game.
Like I mentioned, the shot.
There's a corner three. That's going to be off the mark from Talbert.
The shot starts the possession against Douglas.
4:25 in this third quarter. Sayre trying to work their way back in this game. There's Pennington and Wright just all in his business.
He's meddling in his business, isn't he?
As Reeser. Nice take by Ian, and Reeser has it crease out. Parker from the doorstep. And Sayre has missed a bevy from inside the lane.
Yes, they have.
There's Chase Parker. Will handle it for the Spartans as we slide under 3:50 in this third quarter.
This possession gives them a chance to get it under single digits.
Now Pennington and Wright called for the bump. This game's getting a little aggressive here, a little physical here in this third quarter.
A little chippy, you know, right there. Pennington did a good job of drawing the foul, but Wright has played tremendous on-the-ball defense tonight, and it's really getting under the skin of the Sayre offensive players.
Somebody burned the popcorn, Murray. You smell that?
I smell it.
Better get those fans circulating. As Reeser in the corner. And again, the Spartans still without a three-point field goal in this game.
If you would have told me that and then they have a chance right here to get it under single digits, I would have said no way.
Nice entry. Parker to Reeser for the basket. And the Spartan sideline up on their feet. Only a 9-point game. And Pennington will be called for the foul. So Pennington out and Caden Jones back on.
Sayre just keeps hanging around. Keeps hanging around. You don't want to give him confidence.
Avion Chanel dips it over to DeMarcus Surratt. Short on that three. Busen cleans it up, and that's a big basket plus a foul.
Those are the plays that he makes. Night in and night out. He makes the hustle plays for Douglas, and he is a star in his role.
What did you say, Murray? The possession begins after the shot goes up.
Absolutely. You have to box those guys out, or they're going to be there for the offensive rebound.
Busen with his 5th point after the make, and just like that, the lead back to double figures. John Palumbo is on for the Spartans. Right now, number 1, Chase Parker will handle it. Entry to Reeser and swallowed up and fouled. The 3rd Bronco foul of this quarter.
Reeser does a good job of sealing off the defender right there and creating angles.
Dozen-point lead as Jones fires it in the corner. Ian Reeser. Good defense there by Terry Kaysen as the ball finds Palumbo. There's Parker. Veering in the lane, and Chanel with another block.
Wow.
Jones to Busen. There's Travis Jones arcing it up. And box out by John Palumbo of Sayre as they try to get inside single digits.
It's hard to do right now. Douglas is playing tremendous half-court defense, and then off the ball, you have to be concerned with the location of Chenault.
Jones trying to create a little space and out of bounds for another turnover. It's just so difficult for the Spartans to score in half court.
Oh, it is. And with Kaufman in foul trouble, their leading scorer, it's really difficult because they need to loosen up the defense by hitting a perimeter shot.
And out of bounds back to Sayre. That's going to draw the ire of Coach Harris. As the Spartans bring back Brock Kaufman. As Kamante Braxton will sub out, as will Caden Jones.
I know one thing for certain, Chris. The air condition works at Sayre.
Yeah, it is a little frosty in here.
A little frosty.
Beautiful facility to work a ball game. Good crowd on hand as well. Second consecutive year that Glycod has streamed a game here at Sayre. We're very appreciative of the opportunity to positively portray the Sayre Spartans and Frederick Douglass Broncos.
Absolutely.
39 seconds left, and Kaufman 3 points in this game. Now Pennington. There's Parker open for a three, and that might get the Spartans on the comeback train. Parker's got 7, the first Sayre 3.
They needed that 3 just for the confidence, and you can hear the crowd get in the game.
Surratt finds Kaysen trying to answer. And out of bounds, and that's going to close the third quarter. Chase Parker connecting on a big 3. And a 9-point game. Fourth quarter on the way back from Glycod.
The confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School basketball from Glycod.
Nine-point Frederick Douglass lead over the Sayre Spartans as we welcome you back to the Sayre School in Lexington. Broncos 16-8 coming in, Sayre 15-8. And the Broncos trying to extend their career winning string versus Sayre. They've won the last 14.
Yes, and it's down to single digits. Sayre's in striking distance. They need to stop here to open up the quarter and get something good on the offensive end, and we'll have a new ball game here.
So Chase Parker with that big 3. He's got 7 points in the game. And the Spartans outscoring Douglas 11-5 in that third quarter. Avion Chenault. It's a Jake Mitchell that's on the floor for Frederick Douglass for the first time. There's Surratt through contact. And he'll be called, or rather a Sayre will be called. 2 free throws coming up.
It's a great pass by Chenault to find Surratt.
Sayre missed 9 games earlier this year with an illness, and you get the sense he's still trying to work his way back into the fold.
Yeah, anytime you miss 9 games, it knocks you out of rhythm. It gets you out of, game shape, game conditioning. So he's trying to get his wind correct.
We'll bump it up to a 10-point lead. Sayre now with 7. Nice overplay by Travis Jones to get a hand on that ball, and now it's in the midst of Pennington. Reeser finds Parker, and Parker with the offhand for the basket.
Great execution by Sayre on the offensive end.
Parker with 9. And a turnover to Parker. Parker for 2 more. Now Avion Chenault off the mark. Sayre follows, and a Sayre foul. Here you see the first of the 2 Parker field goals, this one on the high-low.
Yeah, it's great execution. I thought Sayre showed great poise to get the shot they wanted in that possession.
Sayre 58% free throw shooter. He's 1 of 3 from the foul line. And you look up, it's a 6-point game. The Broncos once led by 17.
It's pretty remarkable. Sayre just hung around and stayed with it.
And that's the 6th Bronco point of the second half. As Kaufman finds Reeser. Inched in the lane to Reeser. Got it! Reeser with 8 second half points. He's got 15 for the game. 5-point lead. There's Chenault back out to the Jones trailer. Houston at the foul line, under 6. Right. Off. And Chase Parker, who's been so instrumental in this comeback, with a rebound.
Big possession for Sayre right here.
Parker knives to Gallagher from the elbow. Big one! And a Bronco timeout. Gallagher with the bucket from 17 to 3. And we're back in 30 seconds on Glycod.
First opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back to Sayre and Lexington, 3-point Bronco lead. How in the world have they made it this way back?
I think Douglas just went into a lull and hadn't scored. Again, this tempo favors Sayre, keeping the game slowed down and under control, and they've played much better half-court defense and been converting on the offensive end.
So Noah Gallagher's second field goal of this game, and he shot that very confidently from the elbow. And the Spartans going to pick up full court. Houston Finding Travis Jones up front. There's Buse, and Parker fell down, and Reeser had it ripped away by Chenault, and then Reeser called for the foul.
Key offensive rebound by Chenault. That was a hard foul by Reeser that came across the face. Chenault's kind of paying attention. Might have caught a finger in the eye right there.
So Chenault, a 70% free throw shooter. Does have 12 points in this game, but only 2 have occurred in the second half. As the Broncos have led throughout, once led by 17. And that's a big one there for Avion. Two big ones for Chenault. The lead grows back to 5. And Parker right to Chenault, to Surratt rather. But the Spartans get it back as here comes Kaufman. And Chris Wright will be called. Only the first foul of this quarter on Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, with that being their first foul of the quarter, they can be aggressive defensively.
Chris Wright going to sub out for Douglas. Takari Talbert back on. Brock Kaufman averaged 18. He's got 3 tonight. Still 5 minutes left in this game. Kaufman from 12. And Surratt guilty over the top. Second foul on the Broncos. Pennington lofts in there. Chenault. Chenault up and in with a foul.
Steal the ball, go coast to coast, get that finish with the harm, and he goes to the line. Again, it started on the defensive end with the steal right there.
And Avion is on a 5-point run himself. Back to an 8-point Bronco lead. This is a big trip for Sayre. Underneath Kaufman from Parker. And the third foul this quarter on Frederick Douglass as we take a look at that fast break and one for Avion Chenault.
Yeah, he got the steal on the inbounds, goes coast to coast, and gets the foul on Gallagher and goes to the line. And like you said, Avion goes on a 5-0 run when they actually cut it to, 3?
Yep, back to 8. 4:15 on the clock. Kaufman denied by Chenault. There's Reeser. Reeser's got 17. That's right on his season average. 2-possession game. Now Surratt bumped and fouled. 15th foul. So the Broncos at the foul line for the remainder of this game. They're a 64% free throw shooting group as a team.
That can impact their chances come district tournament. You got to go to the line and shoot a high percentage if you're going to hang banners and win championships.
What was the number you were always seeking as a head coach?
I thought that around 70 to 74% would put you in the upper echelon in your conference and would give you a chance to win some ball games from the free throw line.
Up to 7. As Surratt goes 1 out of 2. Reeser up top. I think Surratt's length has really bothered Kaufman up top. Reeser inside the lane, back over to number 1, Chase Parker. There's Gallagher. Kaufman trying to clean it up underneath. And there's Surratt denying him. And it will belong to Sayre.
Yeah, Frederick Douglass, for their lack of height, their athleticism, they really compete for every shot in the paint. And they get their hands on a lot of them.
Reeser up over Busen, and Logan guilty of a foul. So both teams are going to spend a lot of time at the foul line, as that's the Broncos' 4th team foul. Ian has certainly been the focal point of the offense tonight for Sayre. It started early and often for him underneath.
Yes, a part of the game plan is to attack Frederick Douglass inside out, and Sayre has done a great job of doing that tonight.
That one a little bit short. Kaufman tried to clean it up. Xavier Chenault finding Dakari Talbert. Talbert up and off. Kaysen, big one, plus a foul.
Offensive rebounding has been the best offense for Frederick Douglass tonight.
Terry Kaysen, his 4th point. But both he and Avion Chenault with some big baskets in this quarter, trying to deny the comeback. There's Caden Jones, will handle for Sayre. Reeser pulls the trigger, and he got the roll. Well, Sayre going to call a timeout after the Reeser 3. 30-second timeout will keep things here as Reeser now 20 points in the game.
He's had a game tonight. And good for him. It's senior night. That's the way you want to go out your last time playing on your home floor.
Broncos by 5, 2:32 remaining in this game. We'll take a look at both teams' upcoming schedules here as entering the home stretch before the district tournament coming up in just over 2 weeks. Broncos in action tomorrow. We'll have it for you on Glycon as they'll host Woodford County. And then Tuesday at Henry Clay. That should be an interesting matchup, followed by an even more compelling one on Wednesday.
Welcome to the 11th region. Wow, that 3-game stretch is as tough as anybody in the region right now. Anytime you go from tonight to Woodford County in less than 24 hours, Henry Clay, and then Lexington Catholic.
Sayre stretch Saturday on the road at Clay. They'll also play their next 4 on the road before the home finale in a couple of weeks versus improving Paul Lawrence Dunbar. So a 5-point lead, still plenty of time left as Sayre once trailed by 17. They did get it to 3. Now the Broncos with the ball plus 5.
This is the part of the game, Chris, where I missed the shot clock.
See a pass. Talbert inside the lane. 2 minutes left. Surratt got it to go. This is a huge possession for Sayre. Here's Kaufman. Nope. And at what point do you foul if you're the Spartans?
I'd foul right now. You know, Douglas shoots below 70%. I would put him at the line and try to extend the game.
Broncos call timeout, leading by 7 with 1:28 in this fourth quarter. It'll be a full timeout. We will step aside. 30-second break. Be right back after this from Glycott.
Overly competitive brother. Psych. And I'm about to steal this game from you, just like I stole Kelly Carter in high school, huh? Foul! And now you're ready to settle a score. Game over. And if you don't have the right home insurance coverage, well, you can end up paying for all this yourself. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Yeah, like me. Thanks, bro. Take a lap, rookie.
Contact Louisville and Lexington Allstate agent Thomas Allen for a quote today. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Back live at Sayre. Frederick Douglass trying to hang on. They've led throughout, trying to put away a pesky Sayre team. They lead by 7. And it will be Bronco ball out of the timeout.
Right here, if you're Douglas, you just want to try to spread the floor out, force Sayre to foul so you can go to the line. You don't want to take any careless shots or make any passes that are risky. Sayre will be heavy in the passing lanes right here.
Both teams over the limit on fouls. Arrow in favor of Sayre. And Parker got a hand on that. I think Kaufman wanted to foul Busen, but Logan gave it up. And Chenault fouled from Parker. So 2 free throws for Avion Chenault. And you go back to that and 1 play and the offensive rebound. 2 big plays in this comeback.
Yes, Avion has stepped up tonight and made big plays. A big rebound, offensive rebound, and that three-point play has really been the difference to withstand this Sayre run.
It's a 20 unofficially for Chenault. Give him 21 in the lead at 9. As the Broncos trying to improve to 17-8 on the year. Reeser baseline for the stuff. And Sayre going to call timeout. So Ian Reeser having a great night, wrapping up his senior night.
Having a great night. He's played from start to finish with like a man on a mission, and what a finish right there at the rim for the big fella.
So the Broncos lead 52-45. We talked about their resume, if you will, coming in. We neglected to talk about the strength of their schedule and perhaps the 8th best by many calculations in Kentucky.
Yes, they played in some of the premier tournaments here in Kentucky, and night in and night out, they've went and played out-of-conference games, going to GRC. That's not something they had to do, but they choose to do. And anytime you match up GRC and Douglas, you're talking about 2 of the top programs in the state of Kentucky. And night in and night out, they go and play anybody.
Well, certainly the proof will be in the pudding in a few weeks with postseason play, but how do you foresee the challenge of the schedule to prepare them for the postseason?
Well, this is what's interesting about it. Sarad has been out for 9 games. Now Melo's out for a couple of games, so I don't know if it's really allowed them to get a rhythm with their team.
Inbound back to Busen. That's the guy they want, and Gallagher closes and commits a foul. As Busen back to the foul line for 2. All the years you've been a part of Central Kentucky high school basketball, ever seen a year where one district is so loaded?
Well, historians say it's like that quite often here in the 42nd and 43rd. And there were times, imagine no split in the districts. And you just had all the teams in one district. So People that are from Central Kentucky say it used to be like this all the time.
And have a foul. And that's going to place Sayre at the foul line. That's not what certainly Douglas wants on their sideline.
That was a veteran move by Sayre, the way he posted up there for the inbounds pass. Douglas defender grabbed him on the arm. When you're down, you want points with the clock not moving.
Now the Spartans trying to work their way, albeit very slowly, back in this game. Broncos led by 9 after 1, 15 at the half, by 9 again after 3. And Luke Pennington for a couple of Spartan free throws.
Again, with the way that Douglas shoots from the free throw line, this game is not over.
Well, and you certainly think that Sayre's going to play the long game, if you will.
I would try to go for a steal on the inbounds and then foul immediately.
So back to 6. And Tauber travels.
Sure did. Sure did. This is where you miss Armello Boone as well. He's a big guard that could see over the defense. Talbert is not as tall as Armello and got in trouble. He just lost sight of his offensive teammates.
I think a basket here might perhaps cause a little more anxiety on that Bronco sideline. Still a 6-point cushion. Reeser is free for a 3. Big one. And the Spartans call time.
Wow, what a night for Reeser. He's going out the way you're supposed to on senior night. Leave it all on the floor, big fella.
Well, and the patience to find Reeser as Kaufman worked it around. Well, now let's go inside both huddles. First for Douglas, you're still in the driver's seat. You've got possession, but they've got to take care of the ball.
Well, they got to get organized in their press offense right here, and that looks like what Coach Harris is drawing up. And for Sayre, you know, you want to stick with what you were doing. They're in a diamond press. They're trapping the first pass, and they're trying to take away the inbounder and seeing if Douglas will look up the floor and advance the ball instead of trying to keep the ball in the backcourt.
Well, and Chase Parker at the point of attack, his length, I think, is bothered the inbound.
Yes, it's bothered the inbound. Douglas's guards are small right now without Boone. It's going to be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised if Douglas tries to throw it over the top and look for a run out by Chenault.
It'll be Bronco possession. Again, both teams over the limit in fouls. The arrow in favor of Sayre. And it's going to be Sayre possession as Terry Kaysen called for the foul.
Yes. He drew a push-off right there, got in the front and denied Kaysen the ball, and Kaysen got frustrated and just put 2 hands on him and drew the offensive foul for Sayre.
We're going to take a look at that at the very next moment we can as Pennington inbounds. Gallagher for the tie!
Wow! We got a tie ball game!
Noah Gallagher. And the Broncos will call timeout. Let's take a look first at the inbound play that led to the foul.
Yes, he did. He drew it right there. And the referee had the moxie to call that foul. Sometimes a ref will not pay attention to that on the ball, off the ball foul. And then the corner three by Gallagher, another senior. These guys are getting it all out tonight. They're trying to break the winning streak that Douglas has versus Sayre. Let's see if they can pull it off with 26.8 left in the game.
Again, take a look at the district standings. This is the current slate. Station locked into the 1 seed. Then you've got Douglas, Henry Clay, Sayre, Scott County. Douglas will take on Henry Clay next week.
Yeah, it's not over. It's right here, right now. I know Coach Goodman is giving his best talk right there in the huddle. The guys are fired up, and they want to get a win tonight.
Broncos will still have possession. I mean, you've been in this circumstance so many times, but is the mentality just get the ball to Chenault?
Well, see, again, this is Armello Boone's not here, so it's got to be Chenault or Surratt. And those guys, they got to finish the game right here. If I'm Sayre, I'm trying to make somebody else beat me right now. I'm not going to give Chenault a driving lane, or I'm going to step over and try to take the charge.
Douglas ball in the half court. And there is Avion. Under 10, Surratt Moses. Avion. Short and a whistle and a player control foul. And Parker with a discard underneath. Parker with a discard with 3.6. Inadvertent. And Sayre calls their final timeout.
Oh, wow. What a finish.
So certainly no free throws. Sayre going to have to travel the length of the floor. And again, they have never led in this game. Broncos once led by 17.
Both teams are in the penalty, so you don't even want to draw a foul right here. If you're Douglas, you got to be smart off the ball because Sayre plays a very heady basketball game, and they'll try to draw an offensive foul to go to the free throw line, or a defensive foul per se.
Again, Brock Kaufman, only 3 points tonight, averages 18, and despite that, Sayre has tied Frederick Douglass with a chance to win it. They'll have the ball. Again, they've got to move length of the floor.
Kaufman has the speed to do it. He has the speed to do it, and again, I'm more concerned with the being in the penalty and drawing a foul right here if I'm Douglas.
Looks like Luke Pennington will inbound. And the Broncos will use 5 to guard 4, and Broncos use their last timeout. 30-second stop.
Coach Harris wanted to see how Sayre lined up right there and may change or alter his defense. I saw Chenault matched up with Kaufman, which is speed on speed. It's going to be interesting to see what Sayre draws up in the huddle.
Well, so much time is spent in practices for circumstances just like this, and you certainly know that, Coach.
Yeah, you have to already have rehearsed this. You know, this is situational basketball, and come the end of the season, you're going to have games that come down to this very play, and it's always best if you know what you're going to do before it actually happens.
Pennington to Kaufman. Kaufman working against Chenault. Did not get it off in time. And we're heading to overtime. Great defense on the ball by Avion Chenault. And we'll play an extra 4 minutes. Overtime coming up after this from Glycod.
First opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Basketball from Glycod.
Tie game as we move to overtime. Great defense by Douglas.
Yes, Chenault did a good job of not giving up the paint. Left his feet right there, but he did it right on time with the clock, and Kaufman could not get a clean look for the shot.
Broncos 1-0 in overtime this season. They defeated Scott County December 9th. This is Sayre's first OT since December 28 of 2021. They lost at Henderson County in that game.
Sayre right now has the momentum again to fight back in the game and force extra time is a credit to their grit and toughness, and they just kept chopping wood to get back in this basketball game.
So we'll have our second jump ball. My money's on Chenault. Anytime there's a jump involved. There you are. And it's poked out of play.
Sayre basketball.
It's going to be Sayre ball. So Pennington will inbound, and you go back to that big Noah Gallagher three to tie the game.
Yes, a timely three by Gallagher. I've been waiting for him to exert himself tonight, but it's been the Ressner show.
And Ian Reeser's played so well, and Chase Parker with some big plays as well, fueling that comeback. And there's Parker, top of the key, spinning by Chenault, and Parker right on cue.
Oh!
And Chenault will be called as Pennington causes the miscue.
That is 3 charges drawn on Pennington. Pennington has taken 3 charges this ball game, and the 2 have been very decisive for Sayre.
There's the Parker basket that unbroke the tie. And Chenault will pick up the foul, and Sayre +2 with the ball. Now Kaufman working opposite DeMarcus Surratt. There's Reeser. And Reeser called for the shuffle.
You got to have poise right there if you're Sayre, and be deliberate and take your time and get the matchup. I really like the high-low set they were running. Got them some great looks in the fourth quarter and early on here in overtime.
Avion Chenault up top. Now Surratt around a Logan Busen screen. Surratt going to try to break Parker off the bounce. Did not get the roll, but a Parker foul as DeMarcus Surratt to the foul line for 2.
Which isn't a bad foul for Sayre.
A lot of consternation on both sidelines. DeMarcus Surratt, 58% free throw shooter. And when he's missed tonight, they've mainly been short.
Yeah. And looking at it from this angle, it looks like Sayre puts his palm on the basketball and doesn't give him great touch when he shoots the basketball.
Two big misses there. There's Chenault playing his guts out with the putback.
Another offensive rebound.
That young man's got a motor.
Yes, he does.
Tied at 55. Kaufman trying to squirm his way baseline. Kaufman right near the line. And a foul. I think he's inside the line, however. Foul on Sayre.
Yeah, it looked like he caught him on the follow-through.
2 free throws loom as Kaufman arcing that just inside the three-point line. Kaufman now 1 of 5 tonight from the foul line.
Free throw shooting has played a factor on both sides.
Kaufman with 4 points. Sayre by 1 as Busen. Here comes Chenault across the timeline and Avion. That's where they want it for Frederick Douglass.
Right here, Sayre, they have to defend the first shot, but you have to box out against Frederick Douglass.
Who else has the courage to take a shot, Murray?
Well, they have 3 prominent guys on the floor right now. Sayre, Busen, and Chenault. Either of the 3, I believe, have the courage to take this shot.
1:30 left. Both teams 1 timeout remaining. Arrow in favor of Douglass.
To the viewers, again, Armello Boone's not playing, and Douglass is kind of searching for where they're going to get the shot from right here.
And they're very content in the half court. And can Sayre continue to grind down defensively? Chenault from the elbow. Box out Kaufman. And Kaufman fouled by Busen. That was great defense by Sayre in the half court.
It was. They showed great patience in that possession defensively by not getting frazzled or getting in a hurry. They're playing with the lead, so they had really nothing to lose right there. The pressure was on Douglass.
Logan Busen fouls out of the game, and Kaufman a big rebound.
Even bigger free throws coming up right here.
Well, and despite any outcome, the Broncos still with the fate in their hands as Kaufman tacks 1 more up to 2. But a lot of time left. Dakari Talbert is in for Logan Busen that fouled out with 41 seconds to play. And a timeout, Stephon Harris and Frederick Douglass.
But Douglass right here, they got to change their momentum in the huddle. They look like they're shell-shocked that they're in this situation. You got to get over it, and you got to get back into the game mentally and physically right here because there's time and there's opportunity. So you can't act like the game's over. I'm just watching their huddle, and the body language of the huddle just is not where it needs to be.
Meanwhile, you look at Sayre's huddle, and my, oh my, what kind of win would this be for this program this year to come from 17 down in the second half?
When you commentate, you don't cheer for a team, but I would be really, really happy for Sayre just because of the grit. And night in and night out, they're the underdogs here in the 11th region. It would be an exciting win for their program.
Again, both teams well over the limit on free throws, so perhaps that's in the mentality of the Broncos. Drive it, extend the game.
Yeah, as physical and athletic as they are, again, the possession's going to start when the shot goes up. They can easily get an and one, but you got to have the right attitude, and you have to have the mindset that you still have an opportunity to win the game.
And the Broncos will possess it. A foul on Kaufman, I believe. And that's going to foul him out with 21.1 left. So that certainly changes the complexion.
Yes, Sayre wants to get away with the win in this frame. They don't want to go another overtime. And Kaufman is one of their best ball handlers. He's confident with the basketball, and you're going to get Douglas pressure after this free throw.
Caden Jones looks like he'll be the replacement for Kaufman, but Brock fouls out. 6 points unofficially. And Avion Chennault for 2 critical free throws looming for Frederick Douglass.
All right, you got to get ready to box out right here. If you're Sayre, you got to talk about pinching and securing this rebound.
Kaysen nearly got a hand on that. Reeser with a rebound. Loose, and it's going to find Caden Jones. And a foul whistled right near half court. Dakari Talbert will be called, and that will really negate a layup.
I thought Sayre was getting ready to convert a layup, and they got a foul behind the ball. Wow.
Parker trying to make it a 2-possession game. He had 2 big baskets in the meat of the fourth quarter that really propelled this comeback.
Yes, he did.
And Sayre is the first to 60. Travis Jones tees it up. Backed it in. There's a whistle underneath. What's the call? Let's get some communication, please.
Oh, my gosh.
They're going to count the basket and a foul as well.
Yes.
Going to be some discussion meriting, but the basket, the three's going to count. And who's the foul on, Murray?
The foul is against Sayre, so that's going to probably give Douglas 2 free throws right here.
So the 3 officials Travis Jones knocking in the 3. And it looked like Avion Chennault was thrown to the ground underneath the basket. And Chenault's going to shoot free throws. My heavens.
Wow.
Chance to tie the game, a 5-point trip.
Unbelievable. What a sequence of events right here.
How's that for some found money? With 10 seconds left, Sayre does have a timeout. Parker at 4. Parker for the win!
You gotta love it, man. This is high school basketball. What a win for Sayre. The streak is over.
Chase Parker with the game-winning basket. Here's how it transpired.
Wow, their leading scorer Kaufman's out right here. They're searching for the shot, and he gets the floater for the win. Wow, what an exciting basketball game.
Tremendous win tonight for Sayre, defeating the shorthanded Frederick Douglass Broncos 62-60. More coverage and a recap on the other side from Glycott.
For more than 35 years, online and through our branch office locations, Ruoff Mortgage has helped people discover, finance, and move into their homes with confidence. From the moment you send in an application to the day you get the keys, Ruoff keeps things moving exceptionally fast. By sharing knowledge and professional guidance, Ruoff Mortgage helps people see the potential and excitement in the homeownership experience. Visit one of our convenient branch locations or get started online at ruoff.com.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital. I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
We first opened during the Great Depression, and we've been open for over 85 years now. Through everything that's come our way, we've stayed open by working to make life easier, better, and fresher. By making a real difference in the communities we serve. And by being the kind of place where your money always goes a little further. That's why we're open. Come see for yourself.
The Martin family has been in the trucking industry for over 3 generations. My grandfather started this company selling salvage parts in the 1960s, and we're celebrating over 20 years as a Peterbilt dealer. Although we've grown and changed over the years, our focus has always been on you. We get it. When your truck's down, you're not making money. That's why we keep thousands of quality parts in stock so you can get back on the road as soon as possible. At Martin's Peterbilt, relationships matter, and that's why we've been around for generations. Come see us.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by CSL Plasma. Be rewarded for your generosity. Do the amazing. Help save lives.
Chase Parker, game-winning shot in overtime as Sayre wins.
An exciting play, man. I'm happy for Sayre because of the losing streak they've had against Douglass, and this is senior night. What a way to close out your senior campaign for the seniors here for Sayre.
So the Spartans 16-8 now on the season. Douglass falls to 16-9, and a demoralizing loss for them.
Yes, and then they got to get right back up and play Woodford tomorrow. It's a gut check time for Frederick Douglass and their basketball program without their leading scorer, Armello Boone.
What was the difference from their standpoint? Seemed like maybe they lost some urgency on offense.
They lost some urgency, got lethargic. They wasn't forcing turnovers like they did in the first half, and really I think they got tight. And when you're missing your leading scorer, it's moments like that you really, really need that person that knows how to put the ball in the hole in pressure situations.
So the Broncos led by 17 in the fourth quarter, and they lose in overtime on a game-winning shot by Sayre's Chase Parker, as the Spartans a big win, perhaps their biggest this season. Now 16-8, the Broncos again fall to 16-9. We'll take one more break, have our Elite Building Products most outstanding players, and also take a look at tomorrow night's action here on Glycon. We'll have all that for you in just a moment, right after this.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Let's get real. With us, you'll get a great education that can lead to a great career faster. Even better, you won't end up with crippling debt. College for the real world. College for your world.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
This is your season to save on our incredible selection of new Kias from Cardtown Kia. You can't beat the powerful design of the new 2024 Sportage.
It's your choice. The new 2023 Kia Sportage, just $349 down and $349 per month, or the new 2023 Kia Sorento, just $349 down and $349 per month.
Unmatched design, performance, and savings all in one at Cardtown Kia and CardtownKiaUSA.com.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cardtown Kia. Visit their showroom at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville, or browse their inventory at CardtownKiaUSA.com. Cardtown Kia, movement that inspires.
Back live at Sayre, Spartans 62, Frederick Douglass 60. Tonight, let's take a look at the most outstanding players presented by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. Locally owned with an outstanding selection of windows, doors, and siding. For more info, visit them at EliteKentucky.com. And some very strong performances tonight. But first, Avion Chenault for Douglass.
He was what he's always has been, Mr. Excitement, had some big plays, hit 2 free throws to tie it up there in overtime with 10 seconds to go. He did everything that Coach Stephon Harris would ask him to do.
Unofficially, Chenault 22 unofficially, and for Sayre, Ian Reeser averaged 17 coming in, unofficially 23. He was rock solid offensively.
He was rock solid, and he played like a senior who wanted to break the losing streak to Frederick Douglass on his senior night.
For the Broncos, Murray, we didn't talk about this much, but some critically important free throws they couldn't make.
Absolutely. They did not shoot the ball very well from the line. And, again, if they're going to contend for another district championship and a shot in the 11th region tournament, you have to convert from the free throw line.
Well, they're certainly going to need Armello Boone. We hope to see him soon, and we hope it's tomorrow, as we will be on the air live at the farm against a very strong Woodford County team. That'll be the 3rd matchup this year between the Yellow Jackets and the Broncos, and then Murray will be at Henry Clay, and that should be an interesting one as well.
Yes, both games tomorrow here in Lexington. It's going to be, as the kids say, lit in both gyms.
We'd love to have you join us tomorrow on Glycod, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. So that'll do it for us tonight. Thanks so much for Sayre for having us here this evening. Our great thanks to them. For our producer, Steve Bird, for analyst Marie Garvin, and camera operator, Joe O'Million, I'm Chris LeBar. Good night from the Sayre School. Spartans a winner tonight, 62-60 on Glycod. We'll see you tomorrow night.
From Glycod, this has been IBEW Local 369, Central Kentucky High School Basketball. IBEW 369, power up your potential. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Never underestimate you. CSL Plasma. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Meyer. Higher standards, lower prices. Traditional Bank. Because who you bank with matters. And by Community Action of Lexington, Martin's Peterbilt, Lexington Outdoor and Power Equipment, and Allstate Insurance Agent Thomas Allen.
Visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.